So today we're talking about a really interesting, important topic that is kind of major in the 2E space. I am going to minimize everything, as I said before, so I'm not going to be able to see anybody or chat at this time, but please, please, please be active in the chat so you guys can communicate. And if you have questions, throw them up there. And at the end, I'll circle around and we will talk about them. Okay. So we're talking about the social emotional needs and communication for 2E adults. Like there's just so much baked into this topic. 2E adults often come to me for one or two of two reasons. Their deep desire and struggle with personal fulfillment and their deep desire and struggle for professional fulfillment. So oftentimes a part of these, I'll say the struggle on the one side and the deep desire on the other side, the challenge can stem from communication styles, miscommunication, misunderstandings. In fact, we have a Discord chat. Discord is sort of a platform for using, it started, believe it or not, for gamers, and we use it in the Haystack 2E membership. And there was this question somebody put in that was so relevant to today, asking about, like, here's what I said in an email, and I don't understand why it wasn't responded to in the way that I wanted it to or thought it would be. And so we're going to talk about a lot of the reasons why we might feel misunderstood, not seen, ignored, that what's important to us isn't important to other people. Like all of these things are relevant to our communication and, at the end of the day, most importantly, our professional and personal fulfillment. So this slide is showing you this the way that I visually represent communication, the communication process. The factors, there are three factors. We have our social emotional engagement, our emotion regulation, and the ability to effectively communicate. So looking at the first set of three over there on the left side of the screen, at the top is social emotional engagement. So the point of this is, if you're engaging and you have this social emotional engagement where you're just involved, that actually helps to regulate emotions because you're having this engagement and it leads to effective communication. So skip over to the right side of the screen. If you're involved in effective communication, that allows you to have social emotional engagement, which leads to emotion regulation. So you see where I'm going. This wheel turns. Emotion regulation leads to effective communication, leads to social emotional engagement. And I'm going to put a little gold star right next to the importance of connection, because connection is the glue that has the biggest effect actually on the communication process. So if there's connection, we have an easier time with each of these factors. Having connection allows us to take risks in social emotional engagement. We feel understood in order to communicate, and therefore our emotions are better regulated. Or if we lose it, right? If we're jump into our amygdala, as sometimes we do, we're more likely to come back and open the conversation again if there is a connection.